All right, hello and welcome everybody to week 2, round 2 Jeddah for the Invictus Racing League here. My name is Xerox once again. I streamed last week and I'm looking forward to streaming this week. I have the playback of the stream on my phone, so I apologize if you hear that. And I have the kid in the background before they leave, so if you hear that as well, I do apologize. But this time around, I am here with JP9. He unfortunately had to deal with a power outage issue. How are you doing?
Yeah, not too bad, thanks. Glad to be here this week. Hopefully, no problem.
Right.
Great race last week. I got to watch the pieces and very interesting. A lot of content.
There, it was a pretty rough race to watch, and I was at a lot of I was at a loss of words a few times there. And yeah, so those of you who are in the chat, if he's a little too quiet, let me know so I can adjust audio levels. But yeah, so week 2 of Invictus Racing League, I'm really looking forward to this. I'm gonna go through the menu here as I'm talking, but yeah, if you guys are looking into joining the league or any league at that point, please be sure to go on gridfinder.com. You can find us on there. You can find some other leagues that fit your what you're looking for pretty much in a league. So make sure to go on there. But if you're more of a solo player or you want to play against AI, you can always go on Venturi Studios and check out what they have. They do commissions for My Team Career Mode, player or team takeovers, and custom helmets and stuff like that. If you guys are into that, if you guys are on PC, it is strictly on PC, unfortunately, because consoles do not get those perks of having those mods. So you could have like let's take Breaking Point 2. You can't have Connor Sport Racing as a team replacing Alpha Tauri or something like that. Other than that, that's pretty much it for our sponsors, or so-called sponsors, partners. Sorry, a little iffy about this week because girlfriend's trying to get the kid out of the room before he makes too much noise. But yeah.
So obviously last week we had a very exciting race, didn't we? I think Rambo AMS Rambo he took pole, which just the start of really a frantic game between all the drivers really. A lot of safe cars, virtual safe cars, right from lap 1 really, all the way through. Obviously then we had some unfortunate drivers, a lot of drivers with DNF. The likes of Pezza, obviously, he's very quick. Darrell, who actually, unfortunately, he can't be here with us anymore, but we wish him the best. We also had other unfortunate drivers, Bontobi, Atsu, they couldn't make it to the finish. But yeah, we had a good race, and in the end, the McLarens they took P1 and 2, so a double podium for them. So that would be great for their championship fight. So yeah, then the last place in the podium went to Kent, 97, Venturi Kent, one of our partners as well. So yeah, it was good, a good race, and we'll be hoping for more of the same this week. I think my highlight has to be the McLaren one too. I think obviously Joe coming from Tier 2 last season, Louis, who I raced against last season in Tier 3, I just think that was really good. It's a really good team, and I think they will do well. And that one too really put them up there at the top. So I'll be looking forward to seeing them.
And I am muted. I just realized I was muted. Okay. So, had the driver standings here. Joe, Louis, Kent. Great defense from Louis. As McLaren 1-2, like you were saying, I'm sorry about that. I didn't realize I was still muted, trying to do stuff in the background. But we're basically waiting for teams to make sure they're on the right team. As yeah. So that is completely my bad. And then I let JP9 know that I had to boost his audio a little bit. So just getting ready to go here. And not sure how much more of a wait it will be. And hopefully this stream, the transition was a lot cleaner. And I haven't really seen any issues with stuttering so far yet. So if you guys are watching the stream, please let me know. Ren Jans, this is Xerox. I'm in the Discord, and I am tier 3. I believe I'm showing on his online right now on Discord, so yes I am. Once again, like before, if we have any stuttering issues, let me know. I did go in and adjust my stream settings before starting here. But yeah, so we should be... I keep getting that message. I think it's for Podium Pass. I did not race. This is my first racing league that I have been a part of. I did not race any. I did some social races here in Invictus. I keep trying to say Venturi, but yeah. Someone else you're thinking of. Kent has picked his team, and I believe we are ready to go. And it's just up to the race admins to get us going.
Hopefully we'll be getting away straight away at 8 o'clock.
Most likely. 1 minute and counting. I'm gonna see if I can pull stream up on my second monitor. Thank you for that, Rand. And see if we have new faces. Who didn't get to race last time? I don't think Vertex got to race last time.
No, I don't think so. No. It'll be interesting to see.
Vertex Gaming on board with Williams against with Moto, not against, sorry. And then I'm tapped out, so I can't slow down. I can't really notice off the top of my head who is who didn't get to race last week. But what are your thoughts on what we might see for this year, for this week?
Yeah, well, we actually had a race here last season in season 16, I believe. We had a race here in Jeddah around the Jeddah Corner Circle and in Tier 3, and it was quite a manic race, really. I think Joseph. No, I can't remember now who it was who was leading, but I was in that race, and myself and Von Toby were actually side by side coming out of the last couple of corners, and he just beat me by about 2 tenths going to the line. He had DRS, and I actually had a couple of issues with my pedals, but yeah, so it's a good track for racing, and it should be exciting. There should be a lot of close battles throughout the race. So. Yeah, if judging by last season, hopefully we'll see something similar tonight.
So the only time I played Jeddah was in my playthrough series, and the car seemed very fragile, especially with a good setup. Do you think we'll be seeing a lot of cars going into some walls?
We'll have safety cars for sure. Those walls are easy to hit. They can be your worst enemy in this track.
Yeah, I said it in the chat. I think it was last night or earlier today. At one scrape on the wall, it's either half wear and tear on your tires, or it completely tears your car apart. So hopefully, these drivers have enough practice within this last week from last week to take it easy. I had a lot of trouble playing through Sector 1. So we'll have to see how. You can lose a lot of time in Sector 1 if you're not full throttle.
Exactly, yeah. You have to find the limit, make sure that you don't go over the limit, but it's a very tight line, but just need to stay within the lines, make sure you don't hit a wall. But yeah, stay on throttle as much as you can as well. So yeah, that's what all the drivers will be aiming for that perfect lap time.
Yep. So far we have some improvements from last week. No early disconnects. Hopefully we won't have to go through 2 reloads to go to the game, the actual race. And then I made sure to take all my mods out of my files before starting this stream, so didn't have to wait for me. Waiting for everybody to load in here. And then make sure we have their setups, as I'm going to go ahead and figure out mine. We'll do fastest lap, detail, we'll do best times, telemetry, lap data, track map full. I don't want those tires. I'm sure they'll go away. We'll have telemetry. Oh yeah, we can see what they're looking like through Sector 1. Evening, Keza. Good luck on the race. We're actually on board with Louis here in the McLaren. McLaren's 1-2 last race. It looks like the Ferrari of, if I can find the icon. I don't know where he's at. Or is that the Aston Martin? As the Aston Martin of Ka finished in P4 last race. The audio's a little quiet now. Let me know. I know the onboard is a little quiet. Let me change my view, please. Thank you. All right, Ka is first out. Nope, McLaren. I'm not paying attention to the map. So we have Joe out on the track first. Our P1 finisher. A lot better quality compared to last week in qualifying.
Improvements.
Yeah, I just took a whim on settings that I needed to change because I change them all the time. Now we're gonna go ahead and boost the audio just a little bit. Sorry about this. See if that
apologies if my sound is a bit too low, guys.
See if that isn't. So yeah, everyone taking their time. No yellow flags yet that I've seen, unless there was one when I was paused. Lincoln, Vertex, and Rambo still in the pits.
Interesting that one. Maybe they're planning on just doing the two stints on sauce rather than the 3, which I assume most drivers will be going with here.
That's what I usually do.
As many laps in as possible.
As Joe, first one on his hot lap, coming through Sector 1. I'm gonna go on board with him.
Hold the wall on the left.
So way too loud?
The rear.
Or are you talking about his car?
Sorry.
That's usually where I have trouble here through this S. You get over that curve, you can lose a lot of time and validate the lap.
Has gone purple, but that will.
He's the first one through Sector 1, so we'll give our
We've got a yellow flag in Sector 3.
slowing down before the last turn to get a good launch.
Yep.
And Joe, the winner from last race, will be setting our timestamp for qualifying.
He'll be hoping. Oh, he's going to hit deep. No, that's okay. He'll be hoping that he doesn't need any traffic on the corner. I don't think he will. He'll be safe for that.
He'll be good through Sector 3.
He'll have a clean run. See what time he can do now into the heavy wheel braking zone.
Lincoln out on his out lap. And our provisional time is 1:28.326 to start out. Alfa Romero is coming up behind him. Von Toby, 1:27.98. Where is the other Alpha? Other Alpha is next, so Ka is up next. Caution in Sector 3, so I don't know if that was a hit the wall or slowing down for his hot lap.
Has Fairmoto right behind him as well.
Got a little bit of a rough start off the lap. Fairmoto, 128.3. Hopefully he doesn't retire. And invalidated lap from Ka. Let's move on to Louis.
He's just taking provisional pole there. Very
Scotty,
close.
127.96 compared to the 9. Yellow flag through sector 1.
Louis crosses the line. And
Louis, P6 right now. And yellow flag through sector 1, so I don't know if that'll interfere with the cars going across the line. I'm trying to see where I'm at. Alpha.
this red is put into P5. Just ahead of his teammate Trends.
Kent, 139.8, so not a very good start run, but he might be doing, you may see someone doing a second hot lap, I don't know.
We've got Peza on the lap here as well. Going into sector 3 now.
Let's find him. The solo Ferrari here, Keza, after a pretty rough race for the both of them. I believe Keza was the one who lost steering and slammed into the wall there at the beginning of sector 1, start finish line. But I don't believe did I tell you my highlight of the last race?
No, I don't think you did. No.
It was the 3 wide. I believe it was the Haas of the Rambo. I don't know if he hit the grass or not, but he came back against the Red Bull, and the Mercedes of Venturi Scotty. Scotty got sandwiched into the wall there. We had a fun laugh about it and called it the sector 3.5 Venturi wall break. And he didn't want to live up to that moment for the rest of the season. So hopefully we will see improvement from those who did DNF last week. Off thread coming around.
Got Keza's taken provisional pole here now, and he of course he DNF'd in the last race, so we're hoping to bounce back this week.
Let's see, Ventrix Gaming is out on a hot lap, so he'll be starting his hot lap here as he comes through sector 3. Who is very quiet, Smoke? Is it myself or is it JP9?
Oh, probably me.
It is probably you. So I did boost his audio, so I don't know. I'm gonna tab out here for a second. So I have his audio up on Discord all the way. So you have to use a little bit of your outside voice.
Sorry about this, guys. I apologize.
So far, I haven't really seen any latency issues on the stream, so we should be good for the rest of the season that I am able to take part of. I'm good for at least the first 5 races of the season with my current work schedule. So
I should be free all the time, hopefully, as long as my power doesn't cut out again.
a little bit of latency there from Vertex. I don't know if he's having connection issues. He set a purple sector 1. All right, Amulet says I can hear him plenty fine. Messed up the corner in S1. Can hear what I'm saying. Joel Page, is it me? That's you, Joel Page.
Yeah.
Vertex looking like he's having a very confident run here as he's coming through sector 3. Just needs to nail entry. I'd say that's pretty good. He just barely misses the wall.
He's looking good. He's looking good.
127.6, putting him in provisional pole ahead of Keza. And taking that slow down there. Let's see who can.
Very close between those two.
Goes on an invalid lap. Where is Where do I need to be looking at here?
Jamie at the moment. He's gone P5.
Is that Bontobi on an outlap? No. It is Ka on another outlap. There we go. He's trying to find him. Yellow flag, sector 1. The McLaren just taking it easy. I believe that was Joe up there, right?
Yep. Oh.
And Ka hitting a lot of traffic here in sector 1. That's that's not gonna help his time, as he has another Haas in front of him.
And I think we've got a crash here. Have we? DNF?
I'm not sure. DNF from Kent in the Mercedes. I didn't get to see what it was.
I think he may have retired in the pit.
That was sector 1. I don't know.
Didn't quite catch that.
Saw the icon going away, so I don't know if he's having issues or there was damage. He is one of the admins for this race, so it's unfortunate, but Trems is the other admin for this race. And we'll have the stewards looking into it later this week.
Well, stewards always do a great job here.
Why hasn't Joey crashed his car yet?
Oh.
Because sitting at a 128, I don't think there. No, that was his outlap, wasn't it? He's on his hot lap.
That was his flying lap there.
That was his flying lap. So, yeah. All right. So who's behind him? The Red Bull. Joseph still in the pit with no time. Atsu in the Red Bull behind him. A little bit of latency there. I don't know if that was him or me. And I did want to remind everyone that I'm streaming the race on American side and across the pond. That's where this race is being hosted. It's over in UK.
Got Joe now coming to the line. Oh, he's abolished his lap. I think he's going back into the pits.
Yeah, going into the pits there. Didn't want to. Krem's on a hot lap going through sector 1. Go back to Atsu. He's on his outlap. Never mind about that. He just set a purple sector 1. Louis on a hot lap here, coming through sector 2 now. Yellow flag sector 3. They might be starting their hot lap. I think that's the Aston Martin of Jamie. Says he's in the pit. I always lose track of all the cars. One of the hard parts of being a spectator here.
Yeah.
No incidents into the wall yet for qualifying, but Joseph Grima and Rambo still get to put laps in.
Yeah.
Joseph is on his outlap though. Vertex Gaming, 127.6.
Louis coming in here. Final corner, up to the line. What can he do?
See what kind of improvement he can get. He can get up to P3.
That's good. Yeah. He's... Oh, Rambo's just gone 2 tenths quicker. And Kez has gone quicker again into the...
Louis stopping in sector 1, waiting for traffic. I hope they don't retire him. Alpha Tauri coming out behind him. I hope that didn't interfere with any hot laps. Mercedes coming in. Where is he? Venturi Scotty looking to improve his time. I don't know if it's hot lap or not. It's not saying out lap. He's coming into the pits. Vertex is in the pits. Fair Rambo is on his out lap, so he'll be starting a hot lap. See if there's any improvement. He's got clear traffic in front of him. He's got no traffic in front of him up to sector 2. And then the Red Bull of Atsu behind him. Coming through sector 2. That was the other Red Bull of Joseph Grima coming through sector 1. They're both on hot laps. Atsu coming around the final bend. I forget the name of the corner. I didn't get that information from you like I did last week. As he sets a 129. Not really any improvement here.
He'll be hoping for better than that. Maybe just a cider lap, maybe.
See who's up next. The Ferrari. I see a Ferrari. Where is his icon? I can never. Oh, he's up in front. He's coming back into the pits. He invalidated a lap. McLaren
Rambo in the pits
of Louis
now.
coming around the final corner. See if we can find any improvement
I
off
think
that
he's
127.
boxing.
He's going to the pits. We have the Aston Martin of Jamie coming around. He's on an out lap. No. Yeah. Warming up his tires for that run.
This would be his final run. We'll have to wait and see.
We do have 3.5 minutes to go, and I believe that is the Williams of Fairmoto behind him. And he will be
Fairmoto's
into the
back in
pits.
the pits.
And a Red Bull. See which Red Bull it is behind him. It is Joseph Grima in the Red Bull coming out of the back corner. Starting his next hot lap. He is yet to get a time, so this is one of his last chances to get one. And 129.1, just ahead of his teammate. The Red Bull's not doing too great. And then
I know the Red Bulls aren't looking too good so far, but they're hoping to improve their last lap.
the Haas of Lincoln coming into the pits. And then the Red Bull.
And Jamie's done a purple sector 1 here, so this is looking promising for the Aston Martin driver.
He did have a decent race last week. I know that much.
Did.
My cat is bothering me again. There's no dog this time. Looking pretty good through Sector 2. I didn't get to see that right-hander. We're going to go on board with him, so it will be a little bit loud.
Done a purple sector 2 as well.
He's looking for a top 10 or top 5, maybe pole position, maybe front row. He's got traffic ahead of him. Hopefully that won't bother him. Hitting that corner really well.
Got a good exit out of the corner, see what he can do.
Coming across the line.
P4. That puts him P4.
We have a Red Bull running a hot lap of Joseph Grima behind him.
Got Joe Hamster coming out of the final corner.
He's coming into the pits.
Ahead of him.
McLaren behind him of Joe.
See what he can do. He's put a P4.
McLaren's still
maybe get.
McLaren's still running strong here. Venturi Kent with a 139, no improvement. He is out, so he'll be starting from the back of the pack in P17. Sector 1 yellow flag. I'm seeing that's probably a Williams trying to move out of the way as we Joe's working on his lap. Where's the traffic coming from? Traffic's coming from the Aston Martin of Jamie, letting people get by. And the Mercedes of Venturi Scotty looking to improve his time from a 127.9 as he's coming out of that long straight from DRS. Coming into the last corner. Long curve, not long straight. That's good. Gets the DRS. And P2 for Scotty. That is a very good run after last week's incident with him. Very unfortunate. But he's looking to capitalize on that mistake and make sure there's no mistakes further on. Make sure it's just improvements here on out. Joe is the GOAT. Joe is the GOAT from Emir. See if anybody else is coming through. Unvalidated lap. I don't know if Vertex is running a hot lap. Joe is running hot lap right now. No, he's not. He's cool down lap. Aston Martin of Jamie back into the pits.
Yeah, checker flags out. I think a few people may have missed out on their final laps there. I'm not sure. Maybe they were.
I don't
weren't
know.
planning on doing another lap.
The Haas did. Yes, the Haas did. And I believe Keza in the Ferrari. No, Keza in the Ferrari, he has made it. So he's on his last hot lap.
I don't think he's pushing. I think that's it.
Cool down lap.
Yeah, I think he's finished. I think that could be. We'll have to watch Rambo now. I think he's on the lap, is he?
The way I'm hearing this engine, he might be on a hot lap. He's really pushing it. But he's coming through traffic. They have to stop. Hopefully they don't. It's a good thing that they don't get penalized for stopped cars as they're driving past them. But on board with Rambo. See if he can improve from last race. I believe he'd DNF on last race. I don't remember. Bon Toby setting a better time. Original pole from Bon Toby Holding
He's
back.
very close as well. 200 ahead of Tesla there. So Rambo will be looking to steal pole.
Rambo coming through, see if he can improve.
And
Rambo
he's
taking
stolen
pole
it by
position.
3 tenths.
Who's up next? We have Vertex there coming out. Vertex with no improvement. No improvement from Vertex. And
Yeah, that's it.
Krems
Rambo's
and
taking pole once
Scotty
again.
on a cooldown lap. So yeah, the front row is going to be Rambo and Bontobi. The Haas and the Alfa Romeo, completely different from last week. Keza dropped down to P3. Scotty up into P4, looking to make a comeback off of the DNF from last week. Vertex Gaming and Trems, row 3. Trems in the Alpha Tauri. So I'm still trying to remember the events of last week. It was pretty rough with how many yellow flags and incidents we had. But that's going to round out our qualifying. Hopefully we don't have to end up having to deal with any disconnects and go right into the race, because I did end up streaming for like 2 hours for this event.
Yeah, fingers crossed we'll have a clean lobby this time, no issues.
Yeah, I don't know if they are. Tier 4 may be streaming. I'm not sure entirely. I didn't see the broadcast update. Is Rambo and Bontobi starting out the front row? Not really any incidents that I've seen that we may be dealing with. So go ahead and look at the race director here and see what our incidents look like. A lot of track limits. We might be seeing track limits here. Terminal damage from Office Red, Louis, and Kent. So those were incidents going into the walls. Venturi Sam getting a warning for speeding in the pit lane, as well as Louis. So we'll have to wait and see what this race is like.
Yeah, you don't want to be doing that in the race, speeding into the pit lane. Get a 5-second penalty, and that could really ruin your race if it was a.
This race will be very challenging. This race will be very challenging when it comes to trying to fight for the lead. And
So,
I don't know if we'll see many side-by-sides here in Sector 1 or 2, but Sector 3 most definitely.
yeah, who do you think will win? Who do you think will take it? Who do you think the top 3 will be?
I'm not sure who will or who won't, but with where McLaren is at right now, they're looking to defend that lead that they have. Let me pull up that information on my phone. That way I'm not affecting the stream here at all. And I did notice, Joe, I did notice that the race broadcast did not pop up in the proper channel. I always get lost in these channels. Final race results. No, that's not the right one. I always forget the channel that they're in. Because I know it's in a thread.
Sorry, I can't really hear you there.
I know the channel that I'm looking for is in a thread, and I can't find it. I have the image back up on. Let me look through Discord real quick. 3 information. No. All right. Let's get back before the race starts here. And one more for the stream. Renz with there will be a race. That's my prediction. Bon Toby in the wall. You're predicting for yourself.
Bold prediction.
Yeah, with a night race, but it is a pretty long track, so I don't know if we will see any. We might see some softs at the beginning, and here we go. Our 5 red lights, and we are off with the Haas and the Alfa Romeo in the front. Here we go. He was off to a good start. A little bit of wheel spin from Rambo. Went over the curves there a little bit. That's Keza in P2.
Joe going around the outside of Bon Toby here. Looking to take P6. I think he's just going to be squeezed out. A couple of drivers off the track.
I saw some. Was it just me, or I saw some parts off of the Red Bull of Joseph?
That's very possible, yeah.
I don't know if he's missing a front wing there or not.
We've got the Haas off as well.
Lincoln's gonna have to come back from the pits for that front wing. I did miss the contact. I was in overhead view off of P1 and P2.
He's got Fair Motor right behind him, stuck behind him at the moment. Oh, he's gone off the track there. Yeah, he's gone.
They'll flag sector 2 from Lincoln. And doesn't have the momentum, so we'll be seeing that Red Bull passing him, most likely. Maybe not, as he missing his braking point. Lincoln missing his braking point. They're now back down to P16.
But the 2 Alfa Romeos trying to make up positions there as well. I think both of them successfully making the overtakes.
Right. So let's go ahead and take a look at tires.
We've got Vertex in the pits. He must have got damage.
I think he had a contact with Fairmoto, maybe. Or
yeah, oh wow. A lot of drivers coming in. The 2 Williams, Louis, the Alpha Perry of off the thread as well.
I'm sitting about. I'm looking at these times, and you can definitely see you can lose a lot of time here in sector 1. Kind of calms down as we come out of it. Missing front wing and end plate. A smoke predicting 4 safety cars and 1 virtual. No red flags. As the back of the pack, we see Atsu, Vertex, Jamie, and Fairmoto on hards. Fairmoto just changed over to the hards. I believe he was on mediums. So some of these hard compound tire drivers were on mediums. Bon Toby, Cut, and Joseph Grima on softs. As Louis has a lot of work to do in these 25 laps in the McLaren. As we're going to go ahead and go. Seeing Rambo up in the lead with about just under 2 seconds distance from Keza. As Venturi Scadio.
Venturi, Kent, and Joe going side by side in last corner. Kent looking to get the exit here. And Joe, I think they'll be side by side. Kent going for the overtake. Joe saving his ERS. I think he's giving this one up for now.
Not worth the fight here at this point.
They're both on medium, so going to look to work together to pull away from the soft runners behind, and then hopefully
you have to make sure of that. Hopefully, Joseph and Ka work together on those soft compound tires to try to save longevity of those tires to get past them. Venturi Sam in the pits.
Another driver in the box.
No,
and that's Joseph. He's crashed.
Where did he crash? I didn't get to see where he was.
No.
Maybe a virtual safety car. Didn't get to see where he was. I don't know where his icon is.
Oh, no, I don't know where he went. I don't know where.
Because I'm looking at.
Did he?
I have no idea because I'm looking at Vertex and I'm not seeing him. This car got taken out.
He must have crashed over on the left.
It seemed like he was in sector 1, so his teammate Avatsu in P9. I love this aerial shot.
Yeah, very fortunate for Joseph there. Bringing out the first first virtual safety car of the race.
And that's going to bunch up the front runners a little bit, not too much, because they have to find their pace and not go over it. So
drivers will have to be very careful. The delta here is very easy to get caught out when
Scotty,
green flags come out.
Scotty's less than a half a second behind Keza, so he's going to look at try to make a move out of Sector 1 probably. And then the Red Bull of Atsu all by himself. And then Vertex Gaming and the Williams coming through Sector 3, 21 seconds behind him in P9. Scotty's still waiting to make a move here.
He should get DRS.
He will be getting DRS here in Sector 2. He just has to make sure that he's utilizing his ERS properly to stay within that 1 second. Not seeing any other intervals.
The Ferrari's come off here a bit. I think Scotty might go for it now, will he? No, he's going to save the ERS maybe. Because it went off track there over the top of the curb. Good.
Scotty was a little bit more on the brakes there, or letting off the gas a little bit. He could have stayed with him, but he has that momentum out of this corner. Might be overtaking him on the straight.
Von Toby just made the overtake there on Trends as well to go put himself into P4 on the soft. He could be dangerous. Do you see Scotty backing out of it?
I don't know if he tried to make a move and he backed out of it. Yeah. But then it's and that's on Keza to not move. She's not allowed to move and try to defend it as late as possible. It's against our IRL regulations. To come through Sector 1. He is losing a bit of time though on Keza.
Keza's off, is he? Oh, he's off.
Where at? Who? Oh, Keza was off. I was on Scotty. I missed that. That's what I was talking about. This Sector 1, right there at the end of that S curve. You lose a lot of time.
I think he just got caught on that nasty curve on the. And you go into the right-hander and easily just end up on the curb.
And in the backfield, we have Lincoln trying to make a move on Louis. He had an opportunity. He was less than 2/10 away in the main straight coming into turn 1, but he had to back out of that. Rambo now 2.5 seconds, 2.6 seconds in the lead. 4 laps on those mediums as Scotty and Kessa also in 4 laps. Top 3 rounding out.
Joe and both as well. Joe looking to take the position back.
He has that momentum on him. He's running on the outside.
I think he might wait. Yeah, he's going to wait for the DRS off this next time.
Oh, a little bit of wheel spin from Ka, losing that. Yeah. And I don't know if that was
smart there from Joe just to hold off and wait for.
He did wait for a move and he did make a mistake, so that wasn't easy.
Von Toby's lost position.
Lose position against Kent. Kent is now up in the P5.
Doing a great job. The Mercedes are doing a great job so far.
Because a 3-second time penalty for track limits. And that was through Sector 1, so that's probably the right side curb, going over the curb too much and losing that time. Like I said, take your foot off the gas just a little bit more than you'd expect to be able to stay and keeping all 4 tires in traction. He's gonna have to come in and deal with that. He'll be sitting in the pits a little bit longer than he wants. As once again, Vertex Gaming all by himself there coming out of Sector 3.
He has gained a little bit of time on Atsu. I'm not sure what his pace is like compared to the front runners, but he'll just be hoping for maybe a late race safety car or something to get.
Yeah, we'll see if these 5-lap hard. A little bit of, I don't know what that was from Keza. Was slammed into the wall. I don't know if he didn't lose his front wing there, but a little bit of latency.
Trends looking to make the overtake. Oh, he's got the Mercedes down the inside.
Kent holds onto his position here, trying to defend that position. Trim's just taking that from him. I believe the McLaren of Joe trying to defend against Kuh. Kuh almost had the opportunity to
and
make
Vettori Kent has been spat out by the curb as well. Now he's going to have Bontobi close to the back of him. Didn't lose too much time, only lost about a second there, so they'll be hoping to
Ren's saying mostly tier 3 guys set up for a time trial lap rather than a consistent pace. So you may see a lot of these midfielders moving up towards the front. We can see that from the Mercedes team. Jamie, 29 out on the Aston Martin. I missed that. I don't know what happened there.
Retired in the pits.
Retired in the pits. That is valid. So I don't know. Was he having issues with his setup or
the overtake here?
Cram's up into P3. And then
back ahead of Joe again.
And
saved his ERS here. He should get him back on the start finish straight into turn 1.
Kind of moving out of the way, trying not to make any fuss about it. All right. Being picky about telemetry on the stream when you guys should be racing and not listening. Should be listening and not racing and listening, not watching the stream. And Smoke, I do want to thank you again for sitting in for JP9 last week, even though it was short notice.
Apologies again for that last week.
Ram's out just outside of a second of Keza. Keza is just 0.6 seconds behind Scotty. So the top 3, Rambo just sitting consistent. He has consistency here in the Haas. See if he can hold on to it like he did last week. Joe losing a position against Kuh. Kuh making a comeback here, taking that P7 back.
Yeah, these guys are just kind of
back and forth, waiting for
you and then you take me kind of thing here.
Yeah, they're leapfrogging, waiting for something else to happen because they're in the middle of nowhere. They got a bunch of traffic in front of them, but not really anything going on behind them.
Yeah, no, they've got an 8-second gap. Oh, Louis. I think Louis binned it. He has.
Safety car. Sector 1.
I think he's just... see where that is now.
I don't know where it was. I completely missed it. May have slammed into the wall. Keep missing our incidents compared to last week. And
it's unfortunate for Louis. Of course, he had such a good result last week.
Goes in the pits, so he'll be able to take that easily. And then hopefully he'll make up some positions because everybody else is in front of him. And then Keza will be able to come in and take away that time penalty, unless he waits for another safety car, which the safety car will be out for at least 2 laps. 2 laps, maybe 3 laps. This spread of drivers.
I'm surprised the 2 alphas on softs. I'm surprised they didn't box now, to be honest. I thought they might box for the hard tires getting off those softs because I'm sure they're quite worn now.
Yeah, they need to pit. If they pit, they'll have a double stop, so they're a disadvantage here. And so it's up to Kuh. Try to leave as much of a gap as possible. You can see that on his time. See, he's dropping back a little bit. So they are going to be. It looks like they are going to be coming in for a double stop here. And hopefully that time difference from Kuh will not interfere with that double stop, as they may be both be going into pits for hards. I don't know. And might have.
I think Kuh might have enough of a gap anyway.
Yeah, that 5-second gap. Yeah, travel time inside. Probably won't have quite of a Mercedes moment here with the pits, but they are coming in for that double stop. And They may have enough room. I'm not entirely sure. And they have enough room for just quite, not quite enough. Kind of losing a few
not too
seconds
bad,
there. As all the drivers are coming
shouldn't-
back out. Von Toby
shouldn't
going
lose
for the
too much
mediums.
anyway. Yeah, interesting there, It'll be tough to get those mediums to the end, but it is probably doable.
Cautions create cautions, as they say in NASCAR. They do.
Exactly.
They do. I had a mod installed for a silver it's a silver Mercedes car. I haven't gotten to look at it yet. Installed anyways. But Keza staying out and not going in for that penalty quite yet. Or did he? He did go in.
3-second penalty?
He had a 3-second penalty and
Yeah.
it's still on there.
It's only 5-second penalties
That you can
that can be served in the pit.
So the 3-second penalty will be sticking around.
Yeah, he'll have to carry that through the race, unfortunately for him. But
and Louis,
he'll be hoping that's the
unfortunately,
first round.
out, not able to defend that performance from last week. See if we can get a. I don't know if we can or not. They don't have access to this panel. See what they say about their incidents. Because Jamie did retire in the pits, so he was probably having issues with the setup or had to go. I don't know. But the last I checked, we had Joseph and Louis both going into the walls. And Venturi Sam, I don't know if the safety car will go in this lap or wait for the rest of the crowd.
Say it'll stick around for another lap, I would say. Still got the
Coming through sector 3 here. A great shot if the stats were not in the way. There we go. Great shot there.
Be an interesting restart now, this, shouldn't it?
Yes, with the Haas of Rambo. Similar performance to last week. Let's just hope that he stays within his lane and doesn't get caught up in anything fancy.
Yeah, I think if he can get a good restart, get himself a decent gap to the Mercedes and the Ferrari behind, I think he should be okay. He's got good pace. He was managing the gap very well in the first stint.
Yeah, the rest of the pack is caught up, so hopefully Sam will be able to catch up before the restart. He doesn't have that that pace that he has to follow. There he is coming through sector 1 at the start and finish. He's using up those mediums a little bit more than he wanted to catch up to the pack for this restart, as I believe the car will be coming in at the end of this lap. Should be, unless it's waiting for Sam.
See if all goes well.
But top 5, rounding out the top 5, we have Venturi, Kent, Trems, Keza, Scotty, and Rambo, all on hard compound tires. Von Toby may be able to look for a couple moves on the one set faster tires on the mediums. Joe Hamster and Ka on the hards behind. Atsu in the Red Bull. And Vertex on mediums. Office Red, Lincoln on hards. And then last two of Faramoto and Sam on mediums. 3 DNFs and no red flags yet. I don't think red flags are on max, but we'll have to wait and see. And Tier 3 being the most eventful of last week, if you guys watched the other tiers. Tier 4 wasn't streamed, but I was going to recap, but decided not to. I didn't want to interfere if they were streaming their race, which I don't believe they are. Once again, the safety car is in. Rambo looking to wait for a moment. Most likely going to be this last corner. It's just a matter of how traction is when they come out of the last corner. So we see him slowing down. Coming around here.
The pack bunches up.
The Ferrari close to the Mercedes as they all bunch up around the last corner. He's waiting for him. And I believe he is off right here.
He's got a good launch as well, so he has.
And they can't pass him before the start and finish line, too. So Rambo coming through.
Oh, we've got the AlphaTauri and the Mercedes side by
I
side.
saw that. Trem's trying to make a move on Kent. A little bit of latency there. I believe that was in game. I'm not seeing anything from the stream. As he holds that position coming through Sector 1. Louis leaving the session after spectating for a little bit, so we probably have to go.
Yeah, I think we'll be. Oh, Joe's been spat out by the curb as well now. We'll have to be careful with the rejoin as well.
That might be looked at from the stewards. We won't know. Joe losing momentum. And almost losing position to red, but Lincoln in red fighting for position here. As the Williams of Fairmoto trying to make a move as well. He's coming back through. Rambo still just inside that 1 second difference. Scotty behind, making the move on Teza now. I believe he was in Q2. I don't recall. But Kent, less than 0.3 of a second behind Trems, looking to make a move on him here in Sector 3. Trems defending the inside. Has to stick to that inside as Kent makes a move on the outside. He has the momentum, and he should be able to hold it. Kent into the wall. I don't know if he'll have some damage there on those tires.
There's a tight one with the wall there. I think should just be okay. Of course, there's no DRS yet.
Yeah. He just used my ERS, and then I don't know if he launched ERS too early, coming in contact with the wall. Hopefully, he doesn't have to come in early on those tires.
As well. I think Joe's had a little spin there in turn 1 and 2, I believe. Fortunately for him.
And he's farther in the back, so he has a.
Gone from bad to worse.
Race is just under halfway, and he has a lot of work to do. I'm getting a lot of latency from Joe. I don't know if he's driving on keyboard or not, but most likely will be latency. Look at some close fights here. Atsu 0.3 behind Vertex. He's surrounded by the Williams here. Trying to make a move. And then
got Kent making a move. No,
I saw that he's less than 0.2 back. Losing a position to Vertex. And Fairmoto taking a position from Ka as well. Sector 3 caution.
Made a mistake there.
I don't know if he has
Kent
exponential.
and Trems are side by side again.
DRS is enabled this lap, so they will be getting that in Sector 2. Trems trying to hold off. Rambo is building up that gap again, back up to 1.6. As Scotty's trying to make up that gap. Sam and Lincoln are about 0.6 or so around there, as Fairmoto is trying to make a move on Atsu. Here in Sector 1.
Right up his gearbox there.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Has to be careful on the exit there.
There's a Williams off as well.
I didn't get to see what Vertex was doing, but I'm watching Fairmoto and Atsu right now. Atsu defending good out of Sector 1. Teza, I saw him at 0.1, so I don't know if he made a mistake there.
I think he might have just a little bit wide.
But Lincoln about 0.2 behind red. Not really much room to make a move.
Teza's looking to make a move here on Scotty for P2. I think he's going to wait for the start finish straight, I think.
Yeah, he's going to wait for that DRS and the ERS combo here as they
should be able to get him here
pretty well here. Moving on the outside. He'll have the outside for turn 1, inside for turn 2, so that's Scotty has to be careful of that. But a 3 and 4 for Mercedes right now on lap 15. Those of you who guys are joining, welcome to IRL Invictus Racing League. partnered by Venturi Studios and Gridfinder. If you guys want to join a league like ours, go on to gridfinder.com and find a league that will fit your perks or fit your style. I was on board with Keza here trying to figure out what I'm trying to say.
Sorry for the interruption. We just had Kermode there. He lost it. 4, I believe, straight into the wall, so he's out of the race now in the Williams.
Kermoto, yeah, I missed that. I was on board with Keza trying to do the partnerships. And that Ferrari engine is a little loud. Ferrari engine is a little loud for me, so.
I think you'll be glad we missed that one. Don't want to see that back again.
I will definitely look into it after the stewards post the incident later this week. Joe Hamster about 4/10 back behind Ka in the back of the pack. Maybe some position changes here. Atsu losing position against Vertex.
Again.
Scotty taking up P2 from Keza on the main straight. Rambo still holding up that lead now, 2.1 seconds ahead. Rambo holding strong.
I don't think Keza will be too happy with this.
No.
Getting into a battle when he's got the penalty, he'll want to be pushing on and building that gap if he wants to get a podium.
Yeah, and he definitely didn't want that after the results from last week not being able to finish. And this race being his first race to actually put some work in and getting some decent results. Both Keza and Scotty. Actually, all three of these guys were DNF from last week, I believe.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. How weak.
I believe this is also the first street circuit of the season as well. Brand new in 2022. Or was it 21? That they brought this track alive.
Yeah, 6th of December 2021, I believe. Was the first F1 in Saudi Arabia.
Smoke says, Keza helmet is giving me James Hunt vibes. Can't see his helmet from my camera settings, so I do apologize. Side by side with Mercedes and Alfa Romeo, Bontobi Sector 3 caution. I don't know what happened here. The Vertex Gaming off track, most likely.
Atsu. Oh, yeah.
For damage on his car? No, Williams will be coming in for damage. Front wing on the left side. Vertex Gaming dropping.
Toby and Ken side by side.
On board with Prems through Sector 1. And now is about the time where all of our drivers start spreading out. And unless something...
Bull's built himself a very nice gap there.
3.2 seconds now on Keza. So if Keza can build a gap on Scotty, that penalty won't really affect him. But ideally, Keza needs to be in the lead with that 3-second gap. But I don't know if we will see that unless there's another incident. Because they're on board with Trems trying to catch up to Bontobi. Hopefully he won't get a warning for that. I don't believe he will.
He's kind of jumped over the curb there. I think he's alright though. Kent is flashing as well. Is he low on ERS?
Bontobi.
ERS.
Bontobi is pretty close to Kent. I saw that, as he'll have DRS, and I believe Trent will have it as well. Yes, as Kent has to kind of move out of the way there.
This will really play into Kez's hands if these two guys keep fighting.
Yeah, if Kent and Bontobi, you're exactly right. If they fight for position, they'll end up losing time against Keza, and Keza's penalty will be null and void. He still has to try to fight for position against Scotty. in the
These
Mercedes
two
here.
guys have been fighting throughout, really, haven't they?
Yeah, I'm getting a lot of latency from the game, not from the stream. So I think the across the pond situation is coming into effect for this race. Now the drivers are all, except Caution in Sector 1.
So
Vertex probably DNF'd here.
yeah, he's in the wall.
He's in the wall.
Yeah.
Missed the braking zone. Okay. So as long
that's unfortunate.
and
Two
another
Williams
safety
DNF.
car. All of our drivers are going to be bunched up. Doesn't really help Keza here.
Keza won't be happy.
Do you think we will, I don't know how many there were, but I know most of them were on medium, so we might see some soft tires coming out of the pits.
Yeah, Rambo's in. Yeah, Rambo's in. Scotty's in. I think they're all coming in, yeah.
They are coming in.
See if anyone stays out. No,
We might see everyone coming in. The
Haas of Lincoln is staying
Haas
out.
of Lincoln on 10-lap hard staying out. I don't know if he's trying to stay out and try to fight the wear and tear from those tires, as majority of the drivers go on softs. So provisional, provisional, both Hasses for a 1-2, Scotty 1-2-3. As we have, what is that, 7 laps to go.
The cars have gone with the medians as well. Maybe they didn't have a fresh set of softs on, possibly.
I did see someone, I don't remember who, in qualifying, run 4 sets of soft tires.
Yeah, with Keza, Red, and Yoder on the mediums. Lincoln obviously in first on hards.
So Joe, the winner from last race, may have a chance to make up some positions and still get some important points.
Yeah, he'll be happy with that safety car now. Kind of saved his race a little bit. He can maybe fight for a few points. Yeah. Obviously, the McLarens came into this leading the championship, so he'll be hoping for at least a few points.
Getting some good cinematic shots here. All of our overlays off. I don't believe the car is coming in this lap. We're still waiting on Joe. 13 seconds back now in game. One more lap of the safety car, and we'll be on lap 20 of 25.
Not long to go now. It'll be a sprint to the finish. Everyone will be going flat out.
A very good choice on these softs. The medium tires will have some fighting to do, and Lincoln will have to defend as best as possible on those hards.
Yeah, I don't think it's too bad of an idea from Lincoln, because he doesn't have too many laps to defend from the guys behind, and he didn't really have much to lose sitting in 8th or 9th place.
And from what we know, we don't know if he has any second warnings for track limits or anything like that, or if anything will come up in the stewards' findings. Because I didn't see those update till just this weekend from last race. Atsu now. I think Atsu took a late pit. I don't remember.
Lincoln is on 2 warnings, so he has no chances left. So I have to make sure he can keep the car.
Yeah, so Lincoln has to have Rambo needs to share some of that consistency over to Lincoln, see if he can hold out as many positions as possible, because we will have 5 laps to go, 6 laps to go, I believe, starting at 21. 5 laps to go when the safety car comes in. So we might.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the Haas's what their plan of action is here. Whether Lincoln just lets Rambo go, or maybe Rambo tries to hold the guys off a little bit and give Lincoln a bit of space.
So we might see the Haas take a page from McLaren last week, and Rambo may be defending for him to try to get him as far ahead as possible. But those soft tires, they're pretty grippy. Gonna be swapping over to onboard with Rambo, see what he can do for his teammate here, as Scotty's itching to get a better position from last weekend's result. Safety car coming around the last curve here. And, yeah, Rambo has to be the team player here at this point, trying to hold off anybody else.
Lincoln is going to wait until the very last moment.
He will be. But we have some drivers side by side, hoping to make some easy positions.
Yeah.
Maybe letting Rambo. All right, here we are. 5 laps to go.
Got a lot of side-by-side action here.
Rambo slotting in single file and ahead of Scotty here. Couple of position changes in the back. Red taking a position from Joe. As Lincoln now P2 has to fend off these soft tire compound drivers here in Sector 1. So looking to... Oh, Ferrari of Keza out over the curve. He might get another penalty for that. I don't know. I don't know if there was contact involved. Now's the time for Lincoln to try to defend as best as possible here through Sector 2, because Sector 3, he is wide open for people to take position from him. And with our regulations on defending, he's going to have to defend that inside as best as possible. He gives up position against Scotty here. Maybe dealing with the...
Here, I think.
He may be dealing with the... Yep, a little bit of the spin from there. Yeah, these hard compound tires are running out to the end of their lifespan. He loses another position against Keza, that penalty. And the safety car definitely not helping Keza with that 3-second penalty, because all these cars are bunched up. Alpine of Sam trying to make a move on the inside. He does. Oh, in the wall! The Haas is in the wall!
Oh, no! Oh, Lincoln's in the wall.
I was looking at the standings. I didn't see what caused him to slam into the wall. Check the replay, and I missed that too.
Really sure.
I don't know if that was intent.
I think he may have made contact with another driver.
I'm trying to check these other drivers. Who is he near? Got no damage from Bon Toby. No damage from Sam. I'm not seeing damage on these drivers. I don't know.
No, I'm not really sure how that happened.
And whoever was involved may have some information, as we're going to have a green-white checkered for this. So very unfortunate for Lincoln. Stewards will definitely be looking into that to whoever was involved. And I don't think anybody's going to be coming in and jeopardizing their position.
I think no point coming in. We'll only maybe have 2 racing laps. 3 racing laps. So.
But Rambo and Scotty, these top 3 runners, they are definitely looking forward to these points wherever they end up, especially after last week.
Yeah, they'll be happy. Scotty and Rambo will be very happy with their position.
No, Keza will have to kind of push that penalty off to the side and at least be happy that he hopefully finishes in points.
Yeah, he's put in a good performance. He's had good pace, very quick in qualifying as well. Just unfortunate with the penalty, but yeah.
As
Hamster has also made his way into the points again in 9th place now.
He did.
He'll be a little bit happier with that.
Alright, so Ka not as good as a performance as last week, even though it is a different track. Ka and Atsu, guys in the back end, will be going into the pits. I have a feeling that they might be dragging out this pit stop, this safety car. but we'll have to wait and see if the safety car is forced to come in at the end of this lap.
I believe it will. I think. I'm not sure, but
And Atsu may have been set out at a disadvantage there, swapping over the soft compound tires. A very great shot right here.
cars galore once again in Tier 3.
Yes.
Something that we've come to.
Not as bad as last week, though. This is only our second safety
Not
car.
as bad.
We had a virtual safety car and 2 safety cars. Last week, we had 3 safety cars, I believe. And I don't think we had any virtual safety cars last week.
Well, it's been good racing, good battles. Raleigh and Keza, of course, and Cole making positions, and Bon Toby as well, been very quick.
Joseph Grima, unlucky this time. He did end up P9 last week. So, we still have 13 other races to have people get a chance to get some points.
Safety car is in.
All right. Going to be looking at Scotty here on the restart. See if he can make a move on Rambo after his pretty good race from Rambo.
Yeah, Rambo's controlled the race throughout, really. And very well, he'll be hoping for a win here. Don't think he'll be happy with anything less than a win.
Scotty a little bit late off the start. A little bit of wheel spin there as Keza tries to make a move on him on the outside. See what we can do here. No heroic moves here, please. Lap 24. Apparently DRS will be on for the final lap, as Amir says in the chat. We might see it in the final lap. We don't know. Krems. Oh, who's in the wall? Keza's in the wall there. Rejoining his Keza out of the points. That penalty's not going to matter at this point. At this point of the race, he is out. Slamming into the wall is... Who was that? Bon Toby slamming into the wall. I saw him out of the corner of the screen.
On good points.
Bon Toby out of the points. Keza out of the points. Penalty for Keza. That's going to drop him back down to P11, maybe P12. I don't know. I'll have to wait and see. Any positions that are close for a fight? Kent is close. He is 4/10 back behind Trems. Joe back up to P6.
Yeah, he's made a great comeback here after the safety cars. He's looking for P5 now, possibly.
Rambo still getting... I don't know what Rambo has under his hood, but he has a perfect setup for this track. Probably working a lot of time on it. I did see someone after last week's race go straight to time trials for this track. So I don't know if that was Rambo. Side by side, Kent and Trems. Trems taking P3, holding it. Rambo with a new fastest lap. Kent on the outside trying to make a move. All right. Rambo seems like he's solidifying his win as long as he doesn't make a mistake. Mercedes coming back with a great performance compared to last week.
Yeah, they'll be delighted with that. Oh, he's up on the curb.
Who was? I didn't get to see it.
Kent was up on the curb. He's okay. He's still.
We don't need any late penalties on the final lap here. Off the spread, 2/10 behind Joe.
Well. Yeah.
Might make a position on Joe.
Oh, he's right up on the back of him. Kent is right up on the back of Trends here. He's only a 10th behind him. He's going to be looking to make the overtake.
I would hold off on the overtake and use sector 3 to take it. Now he has to.
Oh, he's got it.
Mercedes 2 and 3. Now he has to defend against Trems here on the final straight. As we're coming across the last part of the sector, last corner here. Rambo 2.2 seconds ahead. Trems trying to make a move on the inside. He backs out. Will he have enough momentum to make that move? on Kent.
And
Kent holds the inside, so Kent holds P3. Provisional finish here. Rambo, Scotty, and Kent for our top three. Haas, Mercedes. As that penalty,
brilliant result there for
that penalty for Keza will drop him down to P11 for the provisional finish. Final finishes will not go out until towards the end of the week. There we are on board with Trems finishing in P4. Driver of the day goes to Kent.
And great performance from him.
All right, we're going to see what we can do about getting a top three podium interview. See if we'll use in-game or a voice chat in Discord. A lot of talking amongst the drivers in the driver room after the events of this race.
I'm sure there'll be some unhappy drivers, some very happy drivers as well. As they, a lot of conversations will be going on.
Rambo did have the pace in week one, but that incident with the Mercedes and the Red Bull denied his finish. There's that 3-second penalty for Keza, which doesn't look like it's doing anything. Bontobi having a plus 24, so.
I think Bontobi fell behind there in the last.
And make sure we get our screenshots in from the admins. DNF from Grima, Jamie, Louis, Moto, Vertix, and Lincoln. In top 11 finishing. Mercedes with a strong performance this time. And showing McLaren they're still in the fight. Even though we had some pretty rough incidents last week. So, go ahead and take a look at. I didn't have time for that. But we're going to go ahead and swap back over to our thumbnail and see if we can get in some voice chats for interviews. I'm just waiting for this to load in. I don't know if... Let's see, our top three finishers. Rambo, Scotty, and Kent. I'm going to go ahead and go through settings, see if we turn on voice chat.
Okay, and a Red Bull rounds off the grid.
I do not know why my game's acting up like that. Oh,
Entering
that's
the
my
final
settings.
few laps now. Let's put the pressure on and go for it. Come on.
Whoops. Alright, let's see if it is. What is the push to talk button? I don't remember. This one? No. That one? No. That one? No. I do not remember the push to talk button for this. Alright, looks like we might be doing it in Discord. If I can figure out my game chat. Audio settings. See if we can get them in Discord, because they don't have microphones that are set up for the game. And I don't remember.
I don't think we'll have Kent joining us, unfortunately.
We might. I heard an Obi-Wan hello there. Where'd that come from? Scotty, was that you?
Yeah.
All right. I didn't take a screenshot of the finish. Were you P3? I believe you were P3. P2. Who was P3?
A teammate.
Teammate. All right. So, is he gonna be able to come in and talk with us?
He's not.
All right. So,
Big shout.
all right. So, I know he probably said some moments. What did you think he had going through his mind through the race?
What do I think Ken had going through his mind?
Yeah.
Constant stress is probably the best way to answer that. It's constant stress.
Yeah. And
He
then,
had, I think a few close interactions with some individuals that he expected to end up raiding.
there wasn't much action in Sector 1 than I expected. What were your thoughts on those incidences that were happening coming into the wall? And
I didn't see any. I was a bit frustrated with all the safety cars because we kept building a gap between Rambo, me, and Keza. Kind of built a little bit of a gap, and then it'd be a safety car, and then we build another bit of a gap, and then a safety car. So I didn't enjoy them personally, but I didn't see any. Everything was rather clean on my end, at least I think.
I was surprised at the pace and consistency from Rambo. What did you think when you were trying to catch up to him and you could see that gap just getting bigger and bigger?
Honestly, I mean, the amount of times that I saw the gap kind of staying consistent, and I was quite proud of that. But Rambo was just on another level. I don't know if it's my favorite track or not, but he was absolutely rapid. It's just nice to be able to keep on pace with him a couple of laps throughout the stint.
And I'm pretty sure it's a great outcome compared to last week, especially between you and Rambo.
Yeah, it's a proper comeback.
It is a proper comeback, and that's what we were kind of expecting from you guys. But we weren't expecting that great of a finish from both Mercedes. You guys are pretty much showing McLaren, like, hey, we're still in this. It's only week 2.
Yeah, I mean, Joe and his teammate got a really good start to the season. Obviously, 1-2. We're going to hopefully try and equal that at some point throughout the season. But no, I think the battle's still on for the constructors. There's a good few teams out there. The drivers has obviously got a good few battles as well. So I'm really excited to see where we go.
We have a long ways to go. See who else can perform this great as you guys did today. JP9, you have any questions?
Yeah, I'm just interested to see what your thoughts are on your battle with Keza, because it looked like it was back and forth, and it was very interesting for us to watch.
Yeah. The whole race long, he was just keeping me right. There was no kind of, I don't think either of us was faster than the other today. I think purely it was just an incredible battle. Really unfortunate when I saw him kind of go off. Obviously, sometimes you kind of celebrate it, but in that time it was just a bit sad. It was a great battle. He really deserved to get a higher position today. But just an unfortunate incident. I don't know what happened quite to him, but it was just sad to see.
Yeah, I think he just got caught on the curb there. It was very unfortunate for us to see as well, because you two guys were providing a lot of entertainment for us, and it was really good to watch. So yeah.
After last week, it was really nice to be able to go a whole race long with someone in my DRS or me in their DRS, and I don't even think we made contact once, or if we did, it was like marginal. It was really, really spare and just good racing and hard racing.
It was definitely an improvement from last week, because the side-by-side fights that we had on this track, especially with those walls being so dangerous, you guys did very well on our first street circuit for this season. Do you have any other comments for us before we move on to Rambo?
No, I think that's it. Good comeback for me. Thank you very much. Happy to finally score some points after last week.
JP9, did you have any other questions for him?
That's it. No, well done. Congrats on your podium.
Right,
Your double podium for Mercedes as well.
Thank you very much. See you guys later.
So I don't know if you're able to, but see if we can get Rambo in here. I don't know if he was able to sit in.
I think he's got a mic issue.
If he's not able to get in here and talk with us, we can always ask him and relay the information. Well, yeah, it was a great race. It was a lot less carnage than last week. And even though we didn't see some of the incidents compared to last week, still pretty tame compared to the season opener. I know I was a little bit more calm than I expected, but
Yeah, no, it was a good race. There were a lot of good fights throughout the field. They were all clean as well. I don't think was it maybe. Well, I suppose the crash with Lincoln on the straight, but other than that, I don't think there were any. Like,
Yeah, we'll have to
proper
wait.
contact.
We'll have to wait towards the end of the week to see what kind of information comes forward to the stewards. And I'm not getting any confirmation from Rambo on it, but he did have an exceptional weekend or start to the week, I would say, here in Jeddah. I don't know if he is in real performance. I believe he is. I know you are. And did the race go as you planned, as you expected? JP9? Yes.
Oh, sorry. Oh no, I'm in tier 2. I'm not in RP, but in tier 2.
Did today's race go as expected?
Oh, today.
Yes.
It was a good race. It was good.
It was a good race.
I didn't expect it to be as clean as it was, which I was very happy with. Few little crashes, but that's always expected, especially around a city like Jeddah. But yeah, no, it was good result for everyone. I think top three will be happy, you know. It'll be interesting for the championship anyway now with the McLarens and the Mercedes. So yeah, looking promising.
And I'm sure it will be interesting for the rest of the races this week. If we don't get another broadcaster for Tier 4 next week, we will go ahead and do that recap for you guys for Tier 4, since they didn't get someone today. I'll have to do some homework on that. And next week will be Spain, not only qualifying, but we will have a sprint race in Spain, so then we'll have that new layout. And JP9, you feel confident enough to do our partnerships and then end out the stream?
Yeah, give me 1 second. Some issues here. Mind unit there, I'm just having issues, sorry.
You want me to do it?
Yeah, sorry, I'm just
All
having
right, that's
issues
fine. Once again, thank you guys for joining us in IRL Invictus Racing League Week 2, the start of Week 2 with Tier 3. Make sure you guys go check out Tiers 2 and 1 and Real Performance later on this week, starting around the same time. And if you guys are looking into joining our league or a league similar to ours that fits your preference, you guys can always go on to gridfinder.com. We are on there as well if you wanted to join us and any other series. But if you're looking for more of a single player experience on F1 23 or some of the latest F1 games, you guys can always go and check out Venturi Studios. Venturi Studios is your one-stop shop for any commission compared to anybody else that I've seen so far. They have a great team of people who work on custom helmets, custom liveries for both my team and Team Takeovers, and they do a pretty great job. And that's unfortunately just for PC players. If you guys are on console, that is very unfortunate. You guys won't be able to experience that with the wide variety of mods that they are able to showcase for us. And without further ado, my name is Xerox, accompanied by JP9, who will be racing tomorrow in Tier 2. And we hope you guys enjoyed the stream or the playback of the video. So hopefully you guys make sure to subscribe to the channel. Let your friends know if they are into racing games. Leave a comment for engagement for the channel. It always helps us out. And leave a like. So we will see you guys around next week for Tier 3 in Spain. And then make sure to let the ones know tomorrow how we did today. So we'll see you guys around.